We're back. Here we are. We're back
Yeah.
together again, bringing fun news for our watchers. And we love
Yes.
this.
Yes, it's good to see you, my friend. It's been a long time.
It has. It has. I'm sad that we're not together. We had so much fun when we're together, but we make do pretty well when we're virtual too.
Yes, and that's the nice thing about technology. You could bring us all together, and it was so fun being at the summit with all our fellow advisors. We
Yes.
learned so much. We had a great time just collaborating together. It was amazing. So it just makes us
Yeah.
appreciate what we have, right? We have a good
The
time.
straightaway travel family is the best. You
Yeah.
can't beat them. We're
Nope.
we're fun together. We're fun to individual. We have fun, and
Yes,
that's
we have
what
fun. We
we
have a
want
good
to do.
time. That's
Yeah.
what we're about. For those of us who don't, those who blah 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 don't know. Oh, it's today. I am
Yes.
Indy with Straightaway Travel, and of course, we have the ever so famous.
And I'm Zach with Straightaway Travel, working to be famous.
Love it, love it, love it. And today we are here with our ever so popular Royal Chats, and we are going to talk about cruising during hurricane season. It is the season.
Yes.
August through November is the season for hurricanes. There's lots going on the news today with hurricanes all across our country, and we figured it's good to talk about some of the issues that come up, and we've gotten lots of questions about it. So that's what we're going to talk about today.
It's a popular question. People ask, what do I do? Where do I go? Do I cancel? Do I keep it? Do I give up forfeit money? Do I try? Am I gonna sink a ship? Nope. We're here to figure out how do you navigate hurricane season, because there's a lot of choices there. You have a lot of choice, and you may not realize it.
Yep. Well, let's get started, Mr. Zach.
Yeah, let's do it. So let's talk about, there we go. So what happens during a hurricane if there's a hurricane during my cruise? Well, I guess the first thing to say is that all cruise companies, especially Royal Caribbean, are going to do everything they can to make sure that that cruise goes off and that you have as much fun as that you're going to have regardless of the weather. So rarely will a sailing get canceled by a hurricane. They may alter the itinerary, they may do things, but they're always going to make sure that Royal Caribbean sailing, that you've got those sunny skies and those blue Caribbean waters like you can. So rarely will it get canceled. So don't necessarily stress about that.
Yep. Yeah, it's actually a pretty safe spot to be on a cruise ship, believe it or not, because you're going to be away from the storm. And like Zach said, your chances of your ship sailing, of not sailing is really not common. They're gonna sail. They're gonna sail, and no matter where you go, you are going to have sunny skies and calm waters. That's what they are going to do. So they are your cruise is still most likely going to go. And at least with today's technology, they are prepared. So before you even are worrying about it, they've already got it handled and they know what they're doing. So that is a great plus about cruise lines and Royal Caribbean as well. They know what they're doing. So totally you can cruise confidently knowing that you are going to be not in a path of a storm. So
absolutely. Now, one way they might tend to do this is they might alter your itinerary. So if you ever look at your printed confirmation, you will see sometimes it says subject to change. Now, hurricanes, obviously a big reason to change. Now, something to keep in mind is this is typically hurricane season is going to be at its peak around September, October, that time of year. So you may be more likely to subject to change, but it's not specific to just hurricane season. This also can be when there was unrest going on in Haiti, they had to alter their scene. When there was a dock damage in
I had clients who had a damage at one of the ports and the ship couldn't go there. So this was in an April or May sailing. So it definitely happens. There is no compensation. If you don't get to go to your port, you're going to go to another one and you're still going to have a fantastic time. And also your excursions, this comes up to any excursions that you have booked directly through the Royal Caribbean app. If you don't go to that port, they're going to get refunded to you no matter what. You're going to get refunded. And lucky for you, for those who book with Straightaway Travel, we work with great excursion companies outside of the cruise line. And because we have such a close relationship with them, and if something were to happen, your excursion, if you have an excursion booked not through your cruise line or Royal Caribbean, you're going to be fine. We'll take care of you. And you do not have to worry. So things, eliminate off the plate already. You're good to go.
Absolutely. Now, another thing to consider is while you're already on the ship, there may be an itinerary change for, let's say, on a week sailing. Some things might get changed. Something else that can sometimes cause a sailing to change a little bit is when that ship can't get into port. Let's say that you're supposed to port on a Saturday and the hurricane's coming through then. They might keep you out at sea a day or two longer. So think about it as an extended vacation and more fun to have.
Today, how great is that?
I mean, that's always what I'm wishing for. That last day, I'm dying for another day.
Yes, I mean,
now, yeah, I know
clothing, that right. Pack extra clothing. You might be on a ship another day, but the ships are stocked with food and
absolutely,
and just know that you're in safe hands and good hands. Enjoy your cruise an extra day by all means.
And that's another reason to make sure that you work with a travel agent, because I know that can be stressful and you can be stressed of like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to change plans, I'm trying to redo them. That's why you got to work with one of us. If Mindy and I, you send us a quick text, we're going to do all the work for you and say, go have a drink. We'll contact you here in a minute. And so we'll help you get it figured out. So,
and we'll also find out if you don't have internet, we will know what's going on with your sailing as well. So we're aware that you're sailing. So we will be informed of everything that's going on with your cruise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's just a few ways that your vacation is still going to go off. You're going to have a royally excellent time, but just some changes to consider. So let's say that you want to take it a step, you want a little more control. Mindy, what are we going to do?
Well, we are going to go over some options for you. So, because life happens, hurricanes happen, and chances are you're going to have a hurricane issue at some point during your fall cruising time periods, if that's what you like to do. So first option, always purchase travel protection, and Royal Caribbean offers travel protection. It must be purchased before final payment, but what a great feature that it offers is it has the cancel for any reason option, okay? What that means is if there's a hurricane coming, let's say you can't really get out, you're nervous, you're not sure, you don't want to leave it, lots of things flowing through your mind, and we understand that, and Royal Caribbean understands that. But what they'll let you do with this insurance is that they will let you cancel for any reason, because hurricane coverage, just not going is not going to be considered coverage. So you have to do the cancel for any reason, which is fine. And you will get 90% of your cruise fare back in the form of a future cruise credit. So that is something to keep in mind. So you don't want to sail now, we can put it off after you file the claim, and you can book another sailing. You have 1 year to do that, and you can take your trip again and then stay home, whatever you need to do for the, it's okay. They do have that, which is great. So
absolutely. Absolutely. And another thing that's awesome about adding the Royal Caribbean travel protection is they have travel delay coverage as well. So here at Straightaway Travel, we always recommend getting there a day earlier because you never want to talk about stressful. If there's a delay in your flight and you're worried about making that boarding time. So we always recommend getting there a day early, but it also allows you an extra buffer zone. So I know we joked about this, but when I was going to Alaska, the whole world shut down. Delta and the Microsoft
crazy.
I don't know, all kinds of craziness happened. But I luckily had 2 days to try to get out west. But talk about going from the East Coast to the West Coast. I was about to rent a car and drive for 2 days. I was getting on that ship. So the and
notice how you called your SAT advisor friend.
Exactly. Help! I'm sitting here at the airport. Just help me. So
we're always here for each other. We're always here for each other.
I know. That's what's best about this team. We cannot stress it enough. Gosh, we cannot stress it enough.
Yes, delay coverage is good, but also Zach, remember we emphasize, because we've had some people, we love our guests, but delay coverage. Let's make it very clear. It does not count for irresponsibilityness. On your part. So not giving yourself enough time, missing your flight, not being able to find your passport, so you're late, and it doesn't fly. That's not travel delay.
And I'm saying that to us too, because these ADHD brains kick in, and inevitably I'm going to forget something too. So we got to remember that irresponsibility is our fault. That does not cover. But if your plane is delayed, you miss a port, they have to fly you to the next one. That's included in your coverage port too. So don't stress that.
Yep. And then of course you have your other coverage, medical protection, luggage protection. You got the 24/7 support. And the medical protection, I do want to talk about it real quick. When you're out to sea, a lot of your insurance, your health insurance coverage you may have might not work if there's an issue out on sea, especially if you have to get heliported somewhere, anything along those lines. So just something to think about. You'd have to obviously reach out to your medical insurance, but having that extra protection medically is a big deal. It's a good thing to have. It's extra.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. So, now, something to keep in mind about Mindy and I. Mindy and I are not, we are travel agents. We are not insurance agents. So we can only recommend. Now, when it comes to the process, let's say that for whatever reason, unfortunately, you get delayed, you run into an issue, you have to go through the insurance. We're here to help you file a claim, okay? We're going to help you go through the things. We're going to help you tell where to collect information from and all that kind of thing. But we can't necessarily always tell you exactly what to do. So that's where here at the bottom, you see travelcruisecare.com. That is the Royal Caribbean's affiliated program for insurance. They've got all the information there, and then there's their hotline number as well. So they will if you have specific questions, even just when you're considering it, there's the number. They can tell you yes, no, covered, not covered, all the things you need to know. So we can help you purchase it and recommend and what we've experienced, but we're not completely affiliated in that information.
We don't know what they're going to approve. So Straightaway Travel doesn't know what they're going to do. The Royal Caribbean's not responsible. You have to go through the insurance. So you got to make sure you file all your stuff correctly, which the process is pretty clear when you go when you start the claim. So you should be fine. So just
So if you want a little more flexibility, sometimes let's say that you want a little more, a little more coverage. You want your skin in the game. You want a little more control over it. We do have third-party options as well. Let's say that you want a little more medical coverage because you might need something, or you want cancel for any reason, and you don't want 90% cruise credit. You want more of a cashback option. We do have a third party here at Straightaway Travel. We affiliate, that's not the word I'm looking for. We have, there you go. That's easier to say. With Allianz. Yeah. Allianz has a wide net of coverage plans. They don't have just the one size fits all. They've got a basic plan, which is very similar to the Royal one. They've got an advanced one. They've got a cancel for any reason one. They've got, let's say that you like to work with third-party airlines, with transfers. You like to do all these things on your own, excursions, all these kind of things you want to do outside range. Allianz will cover them as well. If for some reason you get canceled and they won't refund you, Allianz works with that as well.
Yeah, and just want to say, not third-party airlines. We want to make sure if you don't book your air through Royal Caribbean and you book it through an airline website, that would be coverage, not Expedia, Cheapo Air.
Correct.
FYI, because those are third parties. Make sure people understand that. And the other thing that's so nice about Allianz is that you will get, the cancel for any reason is an option if you purchase the insurance within 2 weeks, within 21 days after your initial cruise deposit, okay? It is more money for the policy to have that flexibility, but it is there, and it's got to be done within 21 days of your initial deposit. And with that cancel for any reason, you have that flexibility, like Zach said. You can cancel your cruise, and you will get, after you go through the claim process, 80% of not a cruise credit of a refund back.
So if you're looking at that too, well, it does give you more option, and you would get cash back. There's only 80% instead of that 90% cruise credit. So definitely something to consider when you're weighing your options. Not like, again, one size doesn't fit all. You want a little more flexibility? There you go.
You have it.
Yeah. So
which one?
Which one do we go with?
They're both great. Okay. You like Zach said before, if you have everything booked through Royal Caribbean, probably better off sticking with the Royal Caribbean travel protection. If you have, airfare booked through an airline and not Royal Caribbean, you've got extra excursions that are not booked within Royal Caribbean, you're probably
transfers,
transfers with Allianz. So, and transfers meaning not with Royal Caribbean. So definitely, something, your SAT advisor will totally help you figure out which policy works best. So, and not to
absolutely.
Worry about, and then if you need to file a claim, you will guide you and tell you where to go to do that. So,
yep. So when we're thinking about that, that's how to protect yourself. But let's talk about, okay, I'm debating, do I sail during hurricane season, specifically September and October, or do I not? What do we think? So for me, I love sailing anytime. I'm not going to bungee jump, but I'll risk a hurricane in the ocean for anything else. I'll risk that. We actually were sailing once, and the hurricane was up in front of us, so we had to slow the ship a little bit on my beloved Allure of the Seas. And I'm not going to lie, it wasn't bad. It was not rocky. I was expecting to feel like this the whole time, but it wasn't bad. Like they safely got us where we needed to go. We delayed getting back to port a little bit, but I love sailing. I'll sail anytime.
Yeah, and the thing about the believe it or not, during the fall, like the end of August, through November month, your prices are going to be less. Okay, you're going to get a lot of great deals when you cruise. So that's something to consider if you're saving money. And also, one of the things I like about fall sailings is that there's not as many people on the ship. A lot of kids are back in school, so thinking of cruising during that non-peak, holiday breaks amongst the schools, you're gonna probably find less children and things like that on a sailing, which
absolutely,
that's what you want to. And then it's always this is my favorite pro, Zach, is that cruising during hurricane season is basically you're guaranteed to still have a vacation. Guaranteed. Why? Yeah. Well, let's say I have a trip planned to Mexico, okay? And I'm going October, whatever, and all of a sudden a hurricane's coming, and it's coming right towards Mexico. Guess who ain't going to Mexico?
Those people staying on that island. Yep.
However, if I have a cruise booked and it was supposed to stop in Mexico, we're not going to Mexico, but we are going to go elsewhere.
Yep. So wherever else they can fit in at. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm kind of with that same token. If you are like dead set, I want to go to Cancun, I do not want to miss Cozumel, that is where I'm going, maybe you consider a less active time. Even it can still be hurricane season, because I think hurricane season starts in June. Is that right?
It does. We have had some times where there was one or two that came during the summertime.
Yeah. So maybe you consider going outside of that zone, or maybe you consider going early in the hurricane season, because it's less likely during a time less likely. So definitely, if there's something you're dead set on, maybe we consider a different time.
Yeah, Wes, if you want that Eastern Caribbean, definitely probably not do it during hurricane season, because like you said, most likely your itinerary will change. There's a better chance of changing during hurricane season.
Yes, exactly.
And then, like a con, again, is that if things don't work out, a negative of having a sailing booked during hurricane season is that you might have to change it. But it's okay. Yeah. Positive is you get to go another time. Just might not happen at that moment. So yeah,
absolutely. So we got options here for you to sail. So let's talk about deals that are good timing, not in hurricane season. If you are like, I want to go on a sailing, we got a couple options here for you, because this is tips and deals. So our first option here. Now, I'm football illiterate. I know that the ball goes that way with the one team, that way with the other, but the Buffalo Bills are all the rage, and we have a sailing exclusively with the Buffalo Bills.
Yes. So if you are not, if you know anyone who's a Buffalo Bills fan, absolutely send them this information. Have them go to our Straightaway Travel website. This is a themed cruise, so it will be on the newest one, Utopia of the Seas, a 4-night sailing, March 3rd or 2nd, I can't read my glasses. March 3rd. The sailing will take place. There are a ton of activities on this ship. There's decorating stateroom contests.
Decorating.
Yes, all kinds of football.
The toga party, the Buffalo Bills toga party.
Yeah,
I know nothing about it, but it seems like so much fun. I like, holy
so
cow.
much fun.
Yes.
And they're going to have a blast beginning of March. It's going to be great. So definitely, if you are interested, reach out to your Straightaway Travel advisor. We always make sure if you're working with an advisor, you reach out to them first. If you don't have an advisor, Zach and I are here for you. Take your pick. We're both great.
Yeah. We make a good team too. You can have two for the price of one if you really want them.
More information is on our SAT Straightaway Travel website. Yeah. There is a link you can click and you can, all your information and we're here for you as well. But this will be a blast. Really, really fun.
So much fun.
If you're in that football spirit, this is for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, something I know a little bit more about is just being on a Royal Caribbean ship anyway. So we also have another deal here. We've been telling you guys about this one, and you do not want to let this one slip away. We've got just shy of a month left, and this sailing is gone. So if you are looking for a time to get away, I know we talked about hurricane season. This one is just after hurricane season. No weather's going to stop us. The people always ask after about hurricane season, what about in the winter? And I love sailing in the winter. Again, like you said, fewer people on it. The sun's still warm. The water might be a little cold, but I kind of just put my feet in it anyways. Usually, I don't get in the ocean.
It's not bad at all. It's so comfortable. I mean, because being on cruise in summer and it's so hot. I know we were on Utopia, the ship tour. It was so hot. So I mean, it's a great time. January is a great time to go. It's such comfortable temperatures, and like Zach said, it'll still be warm, so you can still have a great time. But I love this sailing, Zach. It is literally, the January blues. I mean, it is Martin Luther King weekend, people.
You got the day off.
It's Friday to Monday. Kids are off. I mean, it is a great sailing on, of course, Zach's favorite type of stateroom, the boardwalk balcony. We can overlook the wonderful
People watch.
Aqua show. So fun.
The best aqua show. It is the best aqua show. I'm excited for you to see it. I cannot wait.
It is great. It is awesome. And the price, Zach, the price.
Yeah. Right now, if you were to book it right now on your own or with an agent, it's going to be almost double that cost because that sailing is getting so close. It's going to be double that cost, and that includes gratuities on there and $50 onboard credit.
And there's an extra bonus to the sailing, guys.
What's that? I wonder what that bonus is.
If you go on this ship, you get to sail with yours truly, Mr. Zach. I mean,
yes.
Maybe you can beat him on the Abyss or something like that, or have a race.
Listen, I'm the reigning champ on the Abyss. You may have the flow rider, but it's
you started first. That's all I'm gonna say. But it is a great sailing, guys.
Yes, you do not want to miss this opportunity.
Let it go. So a couple more rooms left. So take advantage, reach out to your Straightaway Travel advisor or reach out to Zach and I. We would love to get you on Utopia. It's doing really well in Port Canaveral. I mean, everyone who's gone on it and gone off, they have nothing but fantastic things to say about it. Truly is done really, really well.
I know when we did the tour, we felt this way up and down, but I will say the vibes on that ship that I knew we had to get off, but I just felt happy. There was something so exciting. It really was the biggest, most exciting weekend at sea. And I cannot wait. I'm so excited for those shows on that ship. I cannot wait for that Aqua Theater show, the 80s music, the best genre of music. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And if you want to have a good time too, you need to join us because
you need to come. Yes. So definitely reach out to us. We are here for you. Hope this session was helpful and we answered a lot of your questions. Please comment below and we can continue to answer questions as well about sailing during hurricane season insurance and
And if you haven't done so already and you've missed out on our other Royal Chats, make sure you like and subscribe. There's a playlist just devoted to us. And Mindy, I'm getting excited. We're approaching that 10 episode mark. We're getting close and people are loving it and I'm loving it. And this is so much fun.
We got some fun stuff coming up. We got some things cooking on our plate. So we're really excited and just love Love doing this, and it's so fun getting together, Zach. Hopefully, we'll be together in person again sometime soon.
I know we're gonna cook up. We're gonna cook up something good, and we're gonna have to get together and have fun.
Yes, we're gonna have to do something.
Yes,
love it.
Well, it's been fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed this too. Like Mindy said, always consider sailing, and if you need an advisor, reach out to Mindy or I, maybe both of us, or if you've already got a straightaway travel agent. Like we said, we're a huge family here, and they're great to work with. Everybody's at this team is strong. We love helping. We love travel. That's the bottom line, is we love travel. So until next time, my friend.
See you soon.
Bye.